Hello everyone, welcome to CMO Chats. My name is Ruth Rowan and I'm the CMO of Avanade. I think in our industry, technology, there's so much changing in our world. If I wind back just a year ago, we were just coming out of COVID. The world was beginning to come back to wanting more kind of face-to-face contact. And in that year, that's really dramatically changed. And it feels like that need to connect is back with a renewed vigor. If I wind back a year ago, nobody had heard of generative AI or ChatGPT, as what we were doing in the background in some of our pilot projects in our emerging technology office, but it definitely wasn't mainstream and certainly wasn't in the public domain. So even in my first year in role, so much has changed. So that kind of pace of change is always an opportunity, but also a challenge in marketing. You can write a plan, but that plan is going to need to flex and change several times through the year. There are probably two things reflecting on big challenges at the moment. One is data. It's the same in every function, in every industry, in every organization. There is so much data now at our fingertips. Being able to use that data and translate it into actionable insights so we can do something with it. We become more relevant to our clients. We can present information to them in a way that is relevant at the right time for them, that we can help our sellers with the relevant data so that they can do the right thing. That's always going to be a challenge. So kind of using the data in our organization to build a really intelligent marketing machine, and particularly as we interface with our colleagues in other areas such as sales. The second thing I think is really interesting for me personally at the moment is also thinking about the client experience and really being able to join the dots across multiple parts of our organization that touch the client at different stages of the client journey, and making sure that is consistent and that we're creating those magical moments, we're demonstrating value, we are providing relevance to our clients across all of those touch points. And most of those are not directly control of marketing. So absolutely we can control kind of how the client experience when they hit our digital channels and our website. But as soon as we go into things like how we contract with that client, how we deliver services, how we celebrate ends of projects, it's really thinking end to end around all of those touch points. And that I think is going to be the big differentiator in the B2B space, and particularly in technology services in the coming years. There's a balance between the tone we strive to set and the tone that we do set. Are we striking the right balance in terms of high performance, but also a human-centric culture? Personally, I'm a big believer in striking a balance between confident leadership and humility. And I think certainly in the technology industry, both those things are really important, because confidence drives execution and enables an organization to really rally behind a number of core ideas. The second thing, though, around humility, I think is really important in a fast-growing industry. I'm really privileged to work with some brilliant technical brains, but you've got to have the humility to understand what you don't know. Understanding where your skills are and understanding where they're not is really important. If I had to choose one word, I'd choose the word growth. And growth for me is such a positive word. It implies things kind of changing, growing. In the organic world, it's the beginning and start of a season. But for me in business, growth is really the thing that implies that we are adapting to what's going on in the marketplace, that marketing's helping an organization evolve, respond to a changing market, and lining up and being able to provide services, products, skills to that changing marketplace. And I think that ultimately drives growth. And interestingly, in marketing, we have so many different audiences that we look after and that we help an organization respond to. But all of those things, whether it's helping recruit the best talent in the market, provide services to our clients, influencing the people that advise our buyers, ultimately, that all drives growth. Thank you for listening. You can catch my full interview on Spotify.